Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'll be talking about my own application process to Canada. That is from studies to visa and everything. If you've not watched my other video, please go watch my other video. I talked about how this process started, what prompted me, and every other thing, the process I went through before we are here, how it took me from 2020 to 2024 to 2020, how many years? 2024 to be in Canada. So go watch that video and be inspired. So guys, as I stated in my other video, I applied to several schools, master's program, and I couldn't get them, so I had to apply for a postgraduate diploma. So because of my career switch, so I started by applying to two schools, and I got to three schools, and I got admitted into two schools. So as a postgraduate diploma, you need to have gone for a BSc. There's difference between diploma and postgraduate diploma. Diploma is mostly from maybe you have done your high school, secondary school, you get, and you want to go do diploma like HND, you get, or maybe like I think OND. Let me say something like that, OND. That is what diploma is like in Canada. Then I think like something like postgraduate diploma is like the HND in Nigeria. I think so. OND is diploma and HND is postgraduate diploma. So postgraduate diploma, you must have done a high, how would I put it? You must have done BSc or something. But not just from, you must have done BSc or you must have done diploma before you can do postgraduate diploma. You cannot just from secondary school and then do postgraduate diploma. That's how you just need to know the difference. So I had to go for postgraduate diploma because I have done my BSc, and I just, what I wanted was to switch career, and that was the easiest part to do. The easiest way to do, to switch career from what I was doing, from what I studied to what I'm doing presently. So I had to apply my transcript, BSc transcript, my WAEC, because in Canada, you can use your English WAEC, they'll waive it for you, or if you have studied in a school, an English-speaking school, or English-speaking country, like Nigeria, IELTS will be waived for you. You don't need to prove English proficiency or whatever. So I had to apply with my BSc, which stated that I have studied in this school in English for 4 years, and also my English in WAEC, which scaled me through. I think and there was no statement of purpose, because diploma, you don't need a statement of purpose. You just need to go through your transcripts and the rest of the few questions they will ask you. Not much. Applying for diploma or postgraduate diploma is not more stressful. It's not really stressful. It's very easy. Unlike masters, which you need to write statement of purpose, you need to submit your CVs, you need to write cover letter, everything. You need to get reference later, reference email for references, but postgraduate diploma, you don't need all those things. You just need transcripts, your certificate, and that was it. So I used that to apply for my school, to the schools, and I was given admission. And immediately after I was given admission, I was told to pay my deposit. So the two schools, the other school was expensive, while this affordable one was like, okay, the one presently now I'm going with, the school fees is 23 Canadian dollars there. 23,000 Canadian dollars. That was my fee. So why the other one, I think the other one was 30 something, I think 34, 36,000 Canadian dollars. But the trick of it is that this one, the deposit, my deposit is 10,000 Canadian dollars. That is the deposit I'm to pay for this one. Why the other one that was 36,000 Canadian dollars, I'm to pay deposit of 1,000 Canadian dollars. So do you see the thing? If you really don't have money, I know you for sure, you run to that school, the most expensive one, and deposit is cheap. but this one is cheap, but the deposit was high, 10,000. That is half of the fees. So, and that 10,000 Canadian deposit is to cover for your 1 year, and you have, that is what you have to pay for deposit before your offer letter will be given to you. That offer letter is what you use to apply for the visa. So when it came, I told my husband, and we started working then. Fortunately, then that was the period Buhari was leaving seat, and then Tinubu was coming in. So then that 10,000 Canadian dollars was 3 point something million. Yes, so it was way cheap for us. So if you are now paying through what's that thing called in when you use bank CBN to pay, how, if I remember it, I'll put it down. When you use CBN to pay, then it's way very cheap for you, but you know the queue was much. But you know Nigeria now, if you have someone can push it for you. So that was 3 point something million way to pay then. That was 10,000 Canadian dollars. But immediately Tinubu came, it skyrocketed to 6.6 million naira for that 10,000. Something that was 3.3 immediately to 6.6 million. Hey, where are we going to get that money now from? Because we already have that 3 point something million already in our accounts to pay. But we delayed. If we had known, we had someone already in Canada that would have paid. The person would have done the transaction already for us, but we delayed that. So Tinubu came, everything changed, and immediately we just had to. We didn't even continue with the bank, because bank was telling us, wait, there might be something. The person was telling us, wait, there might do something for us. My husband was having hopes, and even if it's not 3.3 million, let it be like at least 4 point something. It's still good for us to pay. But I told my husband, let us pay this thing now. Let us pay it. So he said, okay, what do we do? I said, we should call that my friend. We should pay it into his Naira account. Then he can transfer it and then pay for us. So my husband said, okay. The money we kept for something else, we had to add it up with the one we have for the fees, for the deposit, and then paid. So that's how we paid for the fees. As we paid, you know, after paying, like 1 week later, the guy in Zenith Bank called us that he has tried the amount now that we have to pay is 7.7 million. That he tries to do something for us. We told him 7.7 million. That is 1 point something million added to it. I told him, don't worry, we've already paid for it. And I said, say yes. So that was how we paid for that fees. After paying for that, offer letter was given to us. So after the offer letter, then we had to start applying for visa. So by then, you know, when you are applying for all this process, we're already building our accounts. You know, our proof of funds was there. The proof of fund then was that could take me, my daughter, and my husband was 15 million. 15 million was proof of fund that could take us. There's 3 of us. It can carry the both of us for proof of fund then. So we're already building the accounts, and then as Tinubu could come again, everything changed, and the dollar, you know, skyrocketed and every other thing. So that 15 million could not take my husband and myself and my daughter anymore. So we just had to change plans. So we said there is still hope. Okay, let's my daughter and I apply, then we can apply for my husband later on. So but when we did my daughter and I calculation, it came up to 20 something million. No longer 15 million self could not take my daughter and I. 15 million could only take me then. So when I had to, fortunately for us, we had the 20 something million in our account. So we had to apply for my daughter and I. As we applied for, we had to use my offer letter. I used my work employment letter, ID card, everything, proof of fund, my husband's employment letter, his pay slip, his statement of account, and our landed properties, and so like everything to use as a proof of fund. We use mostly proof of fund. My husband's statement of account, his pay slip, my own statement of account, and my pay slip, my workplace, like some to use as a home ties. I use my family as home tie. Like I use my husband as home tie. I use my work as home tie. I use our landed properties as home tie, and that was it. Then the fees, we paid the fees, and we showed that the amount of, and you know, Canada, you also show your second year fees, or how you can get your second year fees. So I said the money in my account can take care of me and my daughter and I for 1 year, and our fees was included. But I also was hoping on my husband. My husband will still sponsor me since he's still working and he'll still be in Nigeria. So I used that to apply. So I applied for this process. Applied, that was 4th of October when I submitted my application. We did our, what do you call it, our medicals by September. We did our medicals by September. My husband and I and our baby. I think I'll just put a vlog on our process, a vlog on it, on how we started the medicals and the biometrics and everything. I'll put the vlog separately from this video, but this is just to tell you the story about everything. So after we did our medicals, I think 26th of September, and then applied for our visa 4th of October. Then biometrics came October, I think October 12 or 14. So my daughter and I went for biometrics because my daughter and, okay, just me, I went for biometrics because my daughter said no need for stamp. I was the only one that went for biometrics. Like I went to my daughter, so I did the biometrics. If you have a baby and you want to go for anything, please always carry your baby because your baby will save you. My daughter saved me for that biometrics, PCQ, but because of they attended to nursing mothers, so it helped me a lot. Anyway, you're going and you have a baby, please go with them. Even if, just forget about the inconveniences, they will make it even fast for you. So my daughter helped me. I went for the biometrics. So after that October, we started waiting, and I was supposed to resume January 8th. So I was to resume January 8th. November came, nothing from IRCC. My sister will be asking me, the one in UK will be asking me. If you don't know about my sister in UK, you really want to know about my sister in UK, so go watch my other video, the video I made about how my process started. She started this process with me, but she ran away. So just go watch the other video and you will laugh. You'll laugh at. She's one impatient person, but anyway, I thank God for her. She will call me, she will ask me, I will tell her that this is it. She said, I told you about this Canada thing, but you will not listen. So don't worry, we're waiting. So I was sending web form to tell them, like, to tell them that this thing is January, so I need to even be in Canada in order to take care of my daughter, to enroll her in daycare and every other thing. I will send message. December came and nothing was forthcoming. And my classes was to start 8th of January. December ending, nothing from IRCC. I will say, what's wrong? At least if you want to deny me, say deny me now, so that I will know that you've denied me and I will start reapplying again and the rest of it. Or say something, nothing. So I was also following back to back. Later, my medicals were updated on my portal, as it was received, and they updated it. I said, okay. I was sending web. I was sending. I was following my application process bumper to bumper. Nothing was done. So I said, no, this is no longer funny. I have to call. So that was January what? I think January 3rd. I called IRCC. So when I was talking, you know, when you're calling the normal line now, when they are telling you, wait, your airtime will be going. So fortunately, when someone's picked the call, when the IRCC official picked the call, as we were talking, my airtime just finished. I said, Jesus, 2,000 naira I bought. So what nonsense is it now that someone wants to speak with me? Hey, what is it? I didn't even know that it was even God working. So immediately again, I just recharged. I refused to recharge 2,000. I had to recharge 3,000. So I started calling, and fortunately, another person picked. This one now was a male. I said, hey, why male? This one female picked. You know, female will be compassionate, but this one now a male. But I just continued. So I started speaking with him. I said, my daughter, that I've not heard anything. My daughter and I were to leave. My school starts 8th of January. This is 3rd. This is 4th already of January. Nothing is happening. He said, okay, let him check my portal. He checked it and said, everything is fine. Nothing is wrong with my portal. So, but he cannot tell me, he cannot give me any information because they are not the one doing it. He asked, okay, can he check my daughter's phone? I said, okay. I gave him. He said, not everything is fine. So I say, okay, so please, what can I do that will help them? At least let me know before my school will resume. He's told me that there is nothing that I can do. I don't need to do anything. But I should not worry that he will send a message on my behalf. Like he will send forward the message, my complaint and everything. I said, okay, no problem. So I ended the call. Then I said, if I didn't get anything, if I didn't get to hear from them, was it 2 days later or anything, I will call again. So I think I made that call. I think it's 2nd of January. 2nd of January, I made that call. So I said if I didn't hear from them again, I'll call on the 4th. So as that was going on, nothing. I didn't hear from IRCC. 4th, I tried calling, but they wait, and nobody picked. So I just said, okay, no problem. Then on the 6th of January 2024, yes, 6th of January 2024. Okay, like let me see now. I started applying for my. Let me start with that. I started applying for my my admission. That was February, March 2023. Then I got admission. Then we started doing the process of paying deposits, building proof of fund, and every other thing. The process, and I did my medicals September, did my applied October, did my biometrics October, and the wait. This is already 1 year. I used 1 year for all this application process. You see. So then the January that was time for me to go to school, they were all delaying. So on the, I think on the 6th of January 2024, or is it 7th of January 2024? I think 7th or 6th, one of these days, a message was sent that IRCC sent a message that I should submit, what do they call it? I should submit a consent letter from my husband allowing me to travel with our daughter. So when I got that message, I was so happy. My husband said, why are you happy? Consent letter. They didn't even say he's happy. I said, for them to say consent letter, they're going to give me this admission. Yeah. I said, for them saying this consent letter, they're going to give me this visa. Because if they want to deny me, they will deny me and not asking me for consent letter to deny me. That was what I told him. They can't ask me for consent letter to deny me. Rather, they will just deny me. But I don't know when this letter will come. So immediately that day, my husband wrote the consent letter and everything, sent it to me. I had to send it to them, and we applied for it. So the next day, I think 7th or 8th, my visa was given to me. I was so excited. My visa and that of my daughter. I was so excited, very, very excited. I was happy. Everything in me was happy. I said, oh, thank God. And that means, okay, no. That was not it. That was on the 10th. I think it was on the 9th they sent me on the 8th I was to resume school, while on the 9th they sent me a message to get a consent letter. Then on the 10th my visa came out. I was so excited. I said, at least I'm not too late. This period, these 2 days is even orientation, so I can still meet up